Okay, here we go. We're getting this started now. This is going to be a blue on blue. I'm going to use this little thing here to, as a charm, this little charm here to something different to do. Okay, now we take this out. Pull off this. We pull this out. This top one. So now we have this. A knot. And this in a knot. We're going to do a spiral start on this. And until we can get a good, solid way to start on the box knot. See, this has to be this way, and this has to be this way. Now that looks good, but I'd like to have another one. Don't want the blue there. See, that's still there. So we're going to do some more. There. And there. We need to spiral so that the string can lie flat. Too much stuff on my bench here. So we need that like that, and this needs to lie flat like that. It's almost there. It's a little bit. I'm going to do one more. See if we can make it fit. I really kind of need better light than this. I'm going to start doing these videos. Okay, so we've got this. We're going to tighten it up all the way up to the charm, just like that. Okay. It's not quite the way I want it now. You have the blue on the top. I want the blue and the lighter blue in the middle and the darker blue on the outside. So how about if we back it out? This one. One more. Like this. And we'll try it like this. There. See, and that's the way it's going to start looking. So we're going to put the charm halfway in. Now this is going to make this 7 inches. So this has to come down to about 3.5 inches. Which is really not that far. Is this in the center? Yes, that's the center. And it's just a little bit awkward with these. Right, so I can move this way. Can you see better? Do you see better with that like that? I think so. Maybe that's better lighting for what we're doing. There we go. Okay, this just it started off as a spiral, so it's this pair of core strings are running flat coming out this way, and then we're going to continue on with a box knot till we get down to 3.5. We're going to break it down, trim it up and splice it and singe it, and then we'll do the other side just like this. Yeah. There. And make sure that's tight, otherwise it'll flop around too much. It'll come undone. There we go. It doesn't take that long. I can usually get them done in 40 minutes. And I see some people have their live stream go on for hours. So my thought is that maybe this will be okay. right? Like I said, this is just a box knot. That's nothing special. It's really easy to do. I think that if you follow along with this, you could be able to make this yourself. And perhaps you enjoy making these as much as I do. If you don't, and you still like this, it's okay. I'm going to put this up on the store. And then we'll put it out for sale on the store. And maybe we'll do, what do you think? You think I should do a 50% off run on this? We'll make a few of these. Make a 50% off sale on this. Yeah, you think that would be good? Which is basically you're just paying for shipping, because it's not. Basically, you'd just be covering my shipping costs, because I don't charge you for shipping. The shipping is built into the price of these, and that's why I try to keep them down so inexpensive, but they do. It does cost. Okay, so we're almost to 3 inches. See that? Why is that backwards? I don't understand that. I wonder why. I'm going to have to play with the webcam and see if I can get that spun around so it's not flipped. Here we go. Almost there. Okay, so we're going to go to 3.5 inches, which is right between those two notches. Then we're going to flip it over and do 3.5 inches on the other side, which will give us a 7-inch bracelet, which is not bad. And you're probably saying, but wait a minute, I have a 6-inch wrist. What's going to happen? I can adjust it. You let me know what your size is, and I'll make it fit you. Okay? Does that sound fair? It's not really that tough to do. And I just want to see you happy wearing one of my bracelets that I've created. Can you really see that? Let me brighten that up a little bit, and I think I can adjust that lighting. Can I do that here? No, I can't. I guess I can't do it from this point. I have to go back to the camera when I'm done, and I'll readjust it for the next one. I had a request for a bracelet. It's a color that I don't use, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's in teal, and that's the young lady's favorite color. She asked for a teal, Because I asked, what's her favorite color? Silly me. I would think it would be like blue or red or pink, green, yellow. One of the ones that I use. What would I do? I did that backwards. That wasn't a box knot there. Let's do it this way. So we're going to do this. That's about 3.5 inches there. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to trim it and infuse it. We just heat it a little bit so that it does that. There we go. Got that. We've got that. Oh, we've got a little hair up there. Let's just back that in. There we go. Now, this side up. And so we don't want to set it on fire. We just want to heat it up enough so that the nylon starts to molten, and then we flatten it out into the bracelet itself. And what that does is it keeps it from undoing, getting all undone and coming apart. We got a little bit of a rough spot there. Let's get rid of that. There we go. See, now that's going to be, we have that spiral going to that. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do let's see, do we need any of this stuff? We need, that needs to go up there. These need to come back here. I need this piece here. Okay. And I'm going to take the core in there, just like that. These have to be fused so they don't come unraveled, otherwise it looks pretty bad. Oh. Okay, now we're going to do this like this. Pick it up. If you're trying to figure out what I'm doing here, I have a better video on how to start bracelets like this. And make it a lot easier to see the other video, because I did that one specifically to show how to start these. And this one I'm just kind of trying to get it going. Okay, now the problem with this is it's hard to make this stay together. So we're going to do a spiral, just the same as we did there. So to see how this is coming out this way, we need this to come out flat. So we're going to do a couple of spirals until this part comes flat. I think that might be it. What do you think? Is that it? Let's tighten it up and see if it's it. See, this has to be tight. Yeah, that looks it. That looks like it. That looks like it. Okay. So what we're going to do, so we start from there, coming all the way down, get to 4, 4.5, almost 4.5, and we're going to do this down here to the 7. Okay. So let's get this. Let's get some knots going here. Okay. Like that. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm going to keep tightening this up. Otherwise, it comes down, it starts to loosen up some. We don't want it to do that. We want it to stay tight. Now, some people are still probably asking, if this is your first time viewing this, why is it called Olivia Designs when we have an old man doing these, making knots and making bracelets? Well, Olivia is my youngest granddaughter, and I just like the name so much. I thought it would be a nice name to call the bracelets making stuff. And I asked my oldest granddaughter what she thought. She thought it was a good idea because Olivia Designs just sounds so nice. So I got approval from the oldest granddaughter. I got approval from my daughter, which is Olivia's mom. And everybody else seems to think it's a good idea too. So that's where the name of Olivia Designs comes from. And maybe someday, when she's old enough, she's still a little baby, she'll be old enough to be able to do some of it too. And then we'll see how that goes. Because I'm willing to bet she'll come up with some better designs than I do. But in the meantime, this is just something that I like to do. I like to share it with people. And so I like to make the bracelets and share them with people. I like to make videos about the bracelets that I'm making and share them with people. And as far as doing live feeds on these, on making these, I stopped it for a while. Don't have a good reason. It's just didn't think that the United States. So these aren't being mass manufactured in some country using child labor and exploiting anybody. This is just, they're made one at a time by me here in USA, so that you have some beautiful bracelets that are made right here. And as always, if there's anything you'd like to have made, special for yourself, colors or something like that. As long as it's within the styles that I do, I'm more than happy to do a special bracelet, anklet, necklace, just for you. Okay? See, we're all the way down here. We're 6.5 inches into this. See, that doesn't take long, does it? A couple more, and we're going to be at 7 inches. Then I'm going to put the slip knot on it. And then we'll be ready to send off to whoever would like. There we go. Part of this, the important part, is dressing it so that, see how it has to run flat? If it doesn't run flat, it won't slide as well. And it won't look as well. It'll look more like a rat's nest than a nice box knot. Okay? So see, we have, oh, that's not right. How did that happen? Then you got to be careful. You do it and then you check it all really well before you start cutting string. You don't want to cut the string until you are absolutely positively sure you have this right. One pair on the inside and one pair on the outside. Okay, that looks better. Seeing how we're doing this? Inside and outside. We're going to open it up a little bit so that I can do it just like that. Now, we have to pardon me, it's getting late. We're going to put the dark one on this side and the light one on this side. We lift this up, keeping this straight. Fold that under. Is that right? No, that's not right. Here we go. I almost made a mistake there. Would be the first time. Won't be the last. I make mistakes all the time. I just got to go back and fix them. So I'm done. There we go. There we are. Okay. See how it's tight? I got to keep it tight because that comes undone really easily until we're done and have everything tightened up. There. And I've been asked about this knot here. What's the good side? What length? How long should this knot be like this? And I think I've been playing with this for a little while. And for me, the way I tighten these up, a ½ inch is about right for me. And like I say, about, it's not rocket science. We're not building life-supporting machines. This just has to be about it's just about there. I think I'm going to do one more. This to make sure that it is a 1/2 inch. There we go. Okay, now what we do is we gotta, I'm sorry, I bumped you. Okay, and here we go again. We're going to trim. Melt. Trim. And melt. Just make sure that you get all the rest of the string out of the way when you do that cut and burn, because otherwise you could, I have melted the other string too, and that's not a good idea. Just messes it up really good when you do that. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to get rid of this. Okay, one more step. We have to tie off knots on this so that it doesn't come undone. I'm going to break through the where it singed, because that tends to stick a little bit until you break it loose. Okay, so we have this. See how that looks? Just like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to tie a knot. I got enough string on here. I'm going to make it a figure 8 because they look nice and they hold really nice. We're going to go from here. We want to make it 1.5 inches. So if we're here at the 4. We want to get up to about there. So we need to pull this down some. This is where we have to adjust slide this around so that it's a little long. We'll do this. That's pretty much 2 inches. We want it a little less than that. Let's bring it in a little bit. There we go. That's about 1.5 inches. Pull it down some more. Before it gets totally tight, you can move it around just by sliding it. But once you tighten it down really good, that's it. It's in place. It's locked in. Now this one here has to be the same. Another figure 8. We need that to go up. We need this to go up more. One of these is just not quite right. There we go. Got it now. There we go, 1.5 inches. Make it tight so it doesn't come undone. So they're just about the same. And then we're going to trim and fuse again. There. Trim, fuse again. Here. There we go. What do you think? Does it look good? I like the way it came out. That looks good. Hope you enjoyed watching me make this as much as I enjoyed making it. And we'll see you again.